Hello Year 4, this is your Friday's lesson for this week. So we thought for Friday today you could edit your work from yesterday. So yesterday you would have written a tragedy to the ending of Hansel and Gretel. And this ending wouldn't be a happy ending, it'd be something awful happen. And what we're going to do today is to edit that piece of work. So there's lots of different ways to do this. You can grab yourself a pencil or a pen and just write over your piece of work and add bits in here and there. Or you can rewrite your end of your story, your tragedy. But we're going to focus on 4 things today. So we'll be focusing on your spelling, your punctuation, expanded noun phrase, and figurative language. So that's what we want to improve on today. Now, just to remind you that authors have to rewrite their writing and edit their work. And they probably do it about 3-4 times. They probably do it more than that. And I know when I was doing lots and lots of writing, when I do lots of writing, I have to read over it to make sure that I have made sure that my spelling's correct, my punctuation's correct, I have used the best vocabulary that I could use, and that it makes sense. Okay, so this is a really vital element of writing, and it's really important that we practice editing our work and we know how to edit our work properly. Now, normally when I edit my work, I'll show you how I edit mine. I normally read through it all. Okay, then I reread it again. Then I start adding little bits in. Okay, it's quite hard for me to show you on the screen now, so I'm going to type mine out again. So I'm not going to do all of it because we'll be here for ages, but I'm just going to do a little bit, and I'm going to be thinking as I go along about my spelling, about my punctuation. Have I used the best vocabulary for my expanded noun phrases? And can I add any more figurative language into my writing? Or can I change it something to make it even better? But we'll go through and I'll show you how to do that. So first of all, I'm going to just read the first few sentences and then I'm going to edit the first couple. So, as Hansel and Gretel stared out of the rusty cage, they felt an awful wave of sickness course through their body. The frizzy-haired witch was organising her shiny silver knife collection, ready to use them. Viciously, the horrifying witch grabbed Gretel by her luxury blonde hair and slammed her on the table. Gretel was dead in seconds. Hansel stood in horror. He felt his whole body shake. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. Oh, shake uncontrollably in fear. Sorry, I missed the punctuation there. First sentence, as Hansel and Gretel stared out of the rusty cage, they felt a wave of sickness course through their body. Now, I'm quite happy with that sentence, but I might add another adjective in there to make it a bit more exciting. So, as Hansel and Gretel stared, let me just make this like that, out, oops, that wasn't meant to happen. I extended that so it didn't go off the page. Stared out of the rough, rusty cage. They felt a wave of sickness course through their, my treasure's body, their skinny bodies. Okay. So I have added 2 new words to that sentence and I'll highlight them for you now. You probably already identified them. I have added rough and I have added skinny. I've also changed body to bodies as there is 2 of them. We're talking about the plural, we're talking about 2 there. So now I'm just going to read it again. My new edited sentence, just to make sure it makes sense. So, as Hansel and Gretel stared out of the rough, rusty cage, they felt a wave of sickness course through their bodies. Yep, I'm happy with that. So, that's my first sentence edited. There's a bit more description in there, and I'm happy with that, okay? And I'm sure as you are editing your work, there's going to be pieces that you really think, actually, no, I love that sentence. And you should feel really proud of that sentence and keep it in there. You don't have to change everything. I'm not asking you to change all of it. Just think about, it's more of a case of just thinking about what can I change to make it even better, because I'm sure your writing is absolutely fantastic. And I know what I have read so far this week of your writing, from our expanded noun phrase with our prepositions and our figurative language, has been absolutely fantastic. So just a reminder to feel proud of what you have done. Don't think you have to change everything, okay? And just change something that you think that you might want to change. So I'm going to do the next sentence now. The frizzy-haired witch was organising her shiny knife collection, ready to use them. Now I'm quite happy with that sentence, so I'm going to keep it. Ooh, the fizzy. We want frizzy-haired witch was organising her shiny silver knife collection, ready to use them. Okay, and as I'm reading that sentence, have I punctuated that correctly? Have I used the commas in the correct place? I've got my comma after my first adjective in shiny silver knife. Yep, I've got that there in my expanded noun phrase. And if I read it aloud again, I'm going to see if there's a natural pause to see if I need to put another comma in. So, the frizzy-haired witch was organising a shiny silver knife collection, ready to use them. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm happy with that sentence. I'm going to keep that how it is. Okay. So, viciously, the horrifying witch grabbed Gretel by her luxury blonde hair and slammed her on the table. Again, I'm reading that sentence and I think I quite like it, but I might add a few more adjectives again to that sentence. And you'll find when you're editing your work, you might end up thinking, oh, I've got loads of adjectives I'm going to add into it. But don't forget that we need to think about our spelling and our punctuation and figurative language. So, viciously. The horrifying witch grabbed Gretel by her luxury blonde hair. There we go, got to make sure our spelling's correct as we go along. And slammed her on the wooden table. I'm going to add wooden there. Okay. And I'm going to highlight what I have edited. And I'm going to read that sentence back to you. And I think I might need a comma somewhere in that sentence to make sure that my punctuation is correct. Let's see. See if you can identify where I need that comma. So, viciously, the horrifying witch grabbed Gretel by her luxury blonde hair and slammed her on the wooden table. Where do you think I might need a comma? Okay, well done if you said after luxury. Okay. Because I've got two adjectives there to describe my noun, and I remember I need a comma in between those two adjectives. Okay, so I am going to stop there with my editing. You are going to edit your piece of work today, and you're going to be thinking about your spelling, your punctuation, your expanded noun phrase, and figurative language. When you come to editing, maybe go through and think about how many times have I used the words say, for example, horrifying. Have I used horrifying more than once? If you have, try and change it for a different word and try not to use the same words twice. So your adjectives, try and use different ones each time. And if you have used loads of similes, but you haven't used many metaphors or personification, try and change some of those similes to metaphors or personification. Try and get a big range through your writing today. So, I hope that you enjoy editing your work. I'm sure it's absolutely smashing. Remember to send us your work to me and Miss Paget. We love reading your writing. So send what you do. Maybe you can send your original piece and your edited piece. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Have a good day, Year 4. Bye-bye.